Hello, everyone. My name is Arnold Vis. I'm the director of Teach English in China, and I've been doing a few of these videos throughout the pandemic in terms of updating you on the latest for China. And I want to do that now in a brief form, especially to say that, we're definitely keep going. Teaching in China has been a passion of mine. I used to work in China. I loved it. I've been recruiting people to go to China for a long time, since 2005, and we keep doing that. But obviously the current situation, the pandemic and the difficulties to travel to China have changed things a bit. Right before the pandemic, I actually started branching out to other destinations, other countries to teach in through the company, another part of my company called Impact Teaching. That certainly accelerated throughout the pandemic. And we now have partnerships in Poland, Vietnam, and Thailand. So that's very exciting and a good alternative potentially for China. What I've just recorded for the Impact Teaching YouTube channel is quite a detailed sort of 12-minute video on the current state of getting to China with a lot more information. So the link is in the description. So if you're interested in a detailed overview, definitely check that out. But for now, I just wanted to kind of give very broad strokes in terms of what I discussed there, which is basically that, going to China is much more difficult in the past, but it is possible. Today, we received some really positive news that another one of our teachers has received a PU letter, which is a special license that you basically need to enter China during the pandemic. So once you've got that, you'll get a visa and you'll be able to go over there. It's the third such PU letter that's been recently issued. So we've had someone, Christian, in fact, in the picture that you see there, he is now in Wuhan. He'll be teaching at a private training center in Wuhan. We've had one issued for Shenzhen. We've had one issued for Shanghai, for a kindergarten in Shanghai. So I think the good news is that we've obviously haven't been an organization focused in China for many years. We've got a big network in China. We scour the market constantly for schools that have PU letters. And if you apply with us, it's something we can hopefully help with. But I also want to be pretty transparent and say that it's very challenging, that it's definitely nowhere near what it used to be like in terms of traveling to China. Again, the other video that's in the description will go into much more detail on it, but there's basically three areas where the difficulties manifested. One is in longer delays for visas. Also the fact that having had a past COVID infection is an issue for many schools. This is October 2021 when I'm recording this. It remains to be seen how that plays out over time, but that's the current moment. And then that flights are much more expensive than they have been in the past. And that's, again, something that might change as well. But what we're doing now with Impact Teaching is looking for alternatives. So for China, I would say if you have your heart set on it, don't give up on it, go for it. It's possible. We are being successful and we want to help you with that. So go for China if that's your strong preference. But if you're kind of looking to teach abroad and potentially open to other locations and kind of you'd be equally happy in Thailand, I'd also say through our new Impact Teaching program, we've got 3 partners already in different parts of Thailand, different types of schools. It's much easier to arrange that. You'd be out in Thailand within a month or so. If you've got a degree, you're a native speaker. It's a very quick process. There's a number of people who've transferred from our China program to Thailand, and they got their flights booked for this week, actually. So it's much quicker. So what we're doing now, we always had our Zoom calls about China. That's kind of diversifying a little bit. So if you're interested in China, but potentially also open to other locations, or only interested in China, but just want to join us for the China portion of the call, join us on Zoom. The next Zoom call sort of is scheduled for the 9th of November. And it's kind of a quick overview of the latest for all these destinations, how you can get involved, how it all works, the pros and cons. So it would be great if you can join us for that. And in general, because more of our content is migrating to Impact Teaching, I'd really encourage you to join us on Impact Teaching YouTube. The link is in the description. And again, the more elaborate China video can be found there as well. So thank you so much and see you soon.